Hello, creative people. Welcome back. My name's Josh. This is Create the Future, playing a little Techtonica. Today's episode, we're going to pick up, and hopefully this episode will be a little better than the last. I know we've been having some issues playing through, trying to understand why some of these systems aren't working as well as other systems, why it seems as though the copper gets created a lot faster than the iron, and maybe it's just because we're not using as much copper as we are iron, or the fact that the copper's closer than the iron. I don't know. I'm not a systems engineer. But yeah, today's video, I think we're just going to go after this signal just to have something exciting versus like what happened last video. The crank issue, still trying to figure that one out with the water wheels and why it seems as though this production, like something wonky. I have no idea. Even the fact that we have 5 lights on and it's pulling 0 kilowatts, like that doesn't make any sense either. So we're just gonna ignore it. We're gonna have a funner video. We're gonna try to figure out what this signal is. I didn't mean to fall there because I was gonna unload some of the things in my inventory. And then we'll go ahead and, I don't know why we have all these seeds. But yeah, that filled that up. That's unfortunate. Let's throw down this other water wheel just so that we have it down here for future build outs. If we can get up here. I still have no idea why it seems though you put a water wheel down and now we're jumping up to 3200. Like that something is way off here, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but we're not gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out what this signal is. It's a beacon. Somebody had pushed out a distress call, and only people can do that. So it's somebody. So we're gonna follow this river because it seems the only way to get there, and we're gonna come back here. I see a light over here, so let's follow this, and then that light. And it seems as though we got some scannables here. Some mining drills, and then some fast inserters. Mechanical components, kinder vines, you got some lights. Kind of want to just do a little mole digging to clear this out, just in case there's anything else on the floor that we're missing. Like, yep, there's some other stuff here. Some more inserters. But we got some copper here, so we might have to eventually dig over here and tap into this copper vein. It could be helpful with our future build outs. So I'm just going to kind of clear this out a little bit so that when we do want to set this up, it's easy to get to. I know copper isn't our bottleneck so much right now, but where is the exit to this thing? Oh, I was like, I love having a bunch of coolant. I feel like, okay, we are going the right way. It's like, am I going the right way? Am I not going the right way? There we go. So now we're back out to the water. So we got a nice little path in here. For some reason, the game won't let us dig out that hole or dig out this rock to my left here, so we're just gonna cut in here this way. But yeah, copper's not our bottleneck, so but at least if we do get to a point where we do need more copper production, we got a nice little vein here. And here we got some green stuff. It's not showing up as anything yet. Like, we hover over it and it's just a yellow block, so not quite sure what that is. And I'm not sure how we get to that signal either. Is it like everything else? Because this is just dead ends, and there's the massive copper vein. Let's go back this way. Let's go down this river and see if we can go this way. Oops, went too far. Dig here. I'm also looking at the mini map. It seems like there's some green to our left. I'm not quite sure what that is. But this EB signal, I feel like just looking at the mini map, we need to, maybe like everything else, you're like, how do I get this? And it's like, well, you gotta dig through the dirt. So I'm feeling like we need to go back to this copper, because if you look at the mini map, it looks like it connects over here, kinda. I mean, not connects, but it seems like there's a path that to the right of this green, if we just dig here, it'll connect somehow. Because it looks like there's a knob. So, there we go. You can see the top right there where I was digging. There we go. There's more green stuff up here. Lots of green stuff. Can we dig through this? It seems like the signal's behind this green stuff. Running into a protected area. So this seems a bit wonky. It's like you gotta get back there, but there's a bunch of green stuff and then there's protected areas. So how do we get back here? So keep digging out around it, hoping that maybe there'll be a weak spot somewhere. Maybe not. There's gaps here. Can you... We gotta dig more over here? Sure, but the signal's like right on the other side of this green stuff. But yeah, now we're bouncing back into a protected area. So how the heck? Is it possible to glitch? There was something about explosives. Maybe we gotta get explosives, but it's like, ooh, that was weird. It like glitched. I feel like we can glitch. Oh. I don't know where I'm at. I feel like you can glitch this. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But it's weird that they have this like gap here that you... Oh, and we fell through. Oh, there's a hidden room back. Hidden rooms. Oh man, now we went to the very beginning. I feel like I always want to hit that start button. So there was something in here. Hey, look at all this stuff we unpacked. So terraforming, mining charges. Let's build those. The MDR speeds. Oh, no, not. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted this. How do we, is there a way to unlock it? Because I didn't want to, oh man. So I wanted to unlock the bio bricks, and I'd be like, the next episode we'll do the bio bricks. Setting up that system, but now we're out of research. All right, so we got
mining charge. Manual placement and detonation required. Unaha's worksuit shielding in effect.
So now we got mining charge. Let's figure out how to make those, and maybe we just blow through it. So let's go over here and set up an assembler. It's like everything else, it's going to be creating an assembler. So we got mining charges. So it's plant matter, shiverthron extract, and kindlevine extract. So all of that stuff is actually back here. So we're just going to set this up back here. So this is using similar materials as the coolant. So we're going to have to do some weird piping situation back here. But it's going to use this extract, the plant matter frames, which is also being used for this, and then the coolant. So I almost want to set it up. And of course, we're out of, well, I have iron. We just do it in this cargo. Right? Or was it just copper? Okay, we did have iron. So let's get the iron, extract, copper. And I don't feel like there's anything else in here that we could use for this setup. So let's go back here. This is very unfortunate that this, like, I don't understand this power situation. Of why this is, yeah, I need to figure it out. Because this is going to keep causing bottlenecks. As we're trying to, especially like we're going to keep adding systems, and it's just going to it's going to start making this stuff slower and slower and slower. Fixing these floors, because eventually all of this stuff's going to need to be powered anyways, especially once we switch these to fast filters or fast inserters. Then it's going to bog everything down if they're not. So we need some filters. Just going to get a bunch of these. Doesn't hurt to have them. So we're gonna get filters to get plant matters. Oh, this needs plant, what does this all need? Charges, plant matter, and the extract. So we're gonna do extract, and then plant matter. Man, this is not a good system. Plant matter frames, oh. Okay, delete this. So out of this, we just need the extract. And then we put this side by side with this thing, because the plant matter frames are coming out of this. So we go in here and create 5 of these. And then this is just creating plant matter frames. And this is pulling in the extract. So we're gonna boom and then boom. So the extract. And then we're gonna switch this to, oops. Inspect, charges, extract, coolant. So we need to bring in coolant still. Boom, boom. And then tap into this. Can I do this? Why isn't it like... It's not like crossing... Just delete, delete, delete. And then, can we do that? Of course not. Delete, 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 delete. How can we bring it off of this? And then turn. There we go. And then we'll delete. And then we'll jump. There we go. As you can start to see, this gets pretty wild and twisty. But at least, so now we got coolant going there. Coolant coming over here. And we got charges being created. So now all we need to do is put a cargo container back here to empty. And I'm gonna drill this out a little bit. This part's getting crazy. So when I played this the last time, I had this an entirely different setup. And I remember going way back into this portion, like where I'm digging out now. But at the same time, it was an entirely different system than what I have set up now. And it's like, I'm like thinking through, I'm like, what is better? It's like, what's the better system? What I have now, or like what I had in the last video. And I like, there's certain things I like here, but then I think the biggest thing I don't like is the frickin' the power issue. Like, it doesn't make any sense why I didn't want to do that. It's not making any sense why the power is doing what it's doing. Yeah, I'm very confused with the power situation, because this should be I don't know why I went down. That was weird that it did this weird jump. But yeah, there should be... I mean, we should be net positive. There's no reason why... It's like, at this point, it's like I want... Like, even this issue right here, this is driving me nuts too. Why this is taking forever to unload and load. I mean, like, even this is powered 200. So I don't understand why this is backing up like it is. It doesn't make any sense to me. Something seems very wonky since our last update, and I don't mean to say bad things about the game. It's just something just seems off. So yeah, we're almost to this. I think we're not quite to the ceiling yet. All of these are through though. So this should allow us to unlock the bio bricks. and then we'll do that next episode. As you can see, we're starting to get towards the top of the ceiling, so eventually these will stop going in and we'll have to create another composer. Yeah, this is... Alright, this is really weird. Why is it dropping down to like 600? Yeah, this is weird. This is very, like, this power is very weird. And I guess the big thing that dropped off is the planners. The planners are running zeros, because all this stuff's just sitting here. It's these thrashers that are bottlenecking everything, and I don't know why. I don't recall these. I remember these things, like, they just pump stuff up. Like, it was always on the other side of the line that was just bottlenecking. Like, it was always this little system right here would always be backfilling. Like, would always be just cranking. And it could be, I do know there's, as you go into, like, obviously there's, yeah, threshing speed 2, and then there'll be like 3, 4, 5, like, so there's a whole process to this. But I was really hoping, let's do this. Let's turn this off for now, so that the only place these have to go is into here, so we can get some mines and blow some stuff up. We're building our first one. Yes, we're gonna get 2. So let's use these 2 and see if we can go over there and get in there. And then, unfortunately, that's gonna make this for a long video, because we're just now getting in. Versus having this started up. But let's just run with that. I hope you guys like it. I know these last couple videos have been a bit wonky, but let's go in here and see if we can get in here, and we'll just make for a long video, but at least we'll have something. So let's go in here to our charges. There we go. Detonate. Well, that didn't. Seriously? I guess it did blow up some, but wasn't what I was expecting. There we go. So we're in. Seems like we're in some type of ship or something, but the stairs are going the wrong way. Kind of confused. Yeah, it's like we're in a ship, but the stairs are definitely pointing the wrong direction. And we got ourselves a door. Got a scan thing, scannable. Let's see what that is. Tool belt 3. We don't need the tool belt 3. So we need cooling systems and copper wire.
Task inbound. Supply facility access door with self-repair materials. Tier 5 technology required to manufacture.
This store has another self-repair requirement, but we're in no position to argue. This is an emergency. If you haven't started making those yet, get going.
So unfortunately, we haven't started creating the cooling system, so I think this is where we're going to leave this video off. And I know you're probably going to hate me for it, but yeah, we blew through, we got to the signal EB, but it needs self-repairing items. So I think that's where we're gonna leave this video off. On the next video, I'm gonna figure out this freaking crank water wheel system so we can get at that in a good spot. Even though it's funny because we keep jumping, like sometimes it's positive, but it's because the planters aren't running, it's just the thrashers. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that situation out. We'll have that fixed by the time we play next. And then we're gonna start going through a lot of these little mini missions. We're gonna figure out how to make these cooling systems and the copper wire. And we're gonna start scaling this stuff out so we can start ticking these boxes off. And we gotta figure out who sent this distress call. So if you like this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to get notifications of future videos. As always, my name is Josh. This is Create the Future, playing a little Techtonica. And until next time, stay creative.